From Hollywood, California, look out. It's time for the new show all America's talking about, Real Family. And now, here's your Real Family's host and hostess, Phil Berry and Elaine Parker.
Hello, everybody. I'm Phil Terry.
And I'm Elaine Parker.
And welcome to Real Families, the show that each week asks the question, hey, America, who are you, really?
Tonight we're going all the way to Cincinnati, Ohio, where we'll spend an entire week with the family you see right behind us.
That's right, Elaine. This is Herb and Lucille Tarlick and their children. That's Bunny, who's 8, and Herb the third, who's 7. Herb Sr. is a sales executive with a very popular local radio station. And Lucille, well, Lucille says she's just your average housewife.
We chose this letter from the thousands we get every week. Dear Real Families, I'm edified by your broadcast presentation and the direction of same on the entire field of television. At my abode, Real Families is a must for the entire family. Please accept my sincerest kudos.
Good.
One criticism, though. While yours truly, his wife and kids really get a hoot out of the twisted people you choose to expose, enough is enough. How about showing a real hard-working, clean-living Joe like myself? How about coming to Cincy? Sincerely, Herbert R. Tarlick, Jr. P.S. I know the time difference can be a hassle, so phone anytime. We're just average folks.
But are they really average? I mean, who are these Tarlacks anyway, huh?
We're about to find out, Phil, as only a Real Family's on-the-spot camera crew can.
Right, Elaine, so don't you dare touch that dial because we'll be right back with another top-rated great show on Real Families. Cincinnati and tonight's show, I'd like to bring you up to date on Dr. and Mrs. Bennett Beltner from Miami, Florida. As you recall, we visited the good dentist and his family in his home on last week's show, and while in his home, our cameras discovered several vials of Demerol.
Demerol is a fun little painkiller, and while it's all right for the dentist to have it in his office, it's not all right for him to have it in the garage.
So we're sorry to report that because of our journalistic commitment to tell it like it is, Dr. Beltner will be arraigned this week in Dade County Court on felony possession of a controlled drug. Look, it's unfortunate, but it's real. And speaking of real, Elaine, what about tonight's Real Family?
Phil, Herb, and Lucille Tarlick live here in Cincinnati, Ohio, a city full of people, hard by the banks of the Ohio.
And this is the home of Lucille and Herb Tarlick. It's average and it's real. You've seen a picture of the Tarlicks. Looked pretty normal, didn't they?
But are they really?
What do they think? How do they live? Are they trying to hide anything?
And how does a show like Real Families find out?
One way, Elaine, is by telling the Tarlicks our camera crew would show up on Monday morning, and instead we showed up bright and early Sunday morning. Hi, you must be Bunny. Are your parents home?
Mommy, go away. Mommy, the television people are here. Oh, my God, Herb, they're here. They're here. Oh, they're here. Shut up, darling. Shut up. They're here.
Hey, this isn't Monday, it's Sunday.
Sunday. Shut up,
Honey,
dear.
It's Sunday, you guys.
Shut up.
But don't say shut up, dear. Look, could you turn off that camera for a second?
Herb, Elaine Parker speaking.
Yeah.
Is that a beer can on the night table?
What?
Isn't that a beer can on the night table?
I don't think so. I don't know what it is.
Hi, Herb, Phil Terry.
Hi, Phil.
Sunday morning, what do the Tarlicks do on an average Sunday morning?
Well, we get dressed, but you're going to have to excuse us for a minute.
What do you do after you get dressed?
What, I don't know. We eat breakfast.
Then what?
Then what? Then what?
Oh, we go to church.
What?
We go to church.
Right. We go to church.
Yeah, you go get your brother dressed. We're going to church.
Going to church.
Church. Just like every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Go get your brother now.
Right. Going. I don't believe this. Sunday.
Sure enough, the Tarlicks were off to church. We asked if we could tag along.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Really, this church thing is very personal to us.
We'll be back in about an hour. You'll be here when we get back, right?
Okay.
Well, you
Here you
just
go.
let yourself in the house
Herb.
and
Get in,
have
get in the car.
butt cake and coffee, all
Yeah,
right?
right, okay.
Isn't that a doll little Herb is carrying? A doll?
Oh, hi, kids around. The kids around. Here you go, Bunny. Here's your doll. Yes, it is your doll, honey. Here we go. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh, we're going to pray.
Just for the heck of it, we decided to follow the Tarlecks to church.
As you can see, the Tarlecks just appeared to be driving around aimlessly.
Then Herb started driving faster. It was like he was trying to lose our camera car. This went on for about 20 minutes.
We'll just go in for a little bit.
My door!
Don't know the difference.
Finally, the Tarlecks arrived at their church.
Here we go. Here we go. Get that.
What's wrong, Herb?
Well, the door seems to be locked.
Are you sure this is your church?
Yeah. Yeah, this is it. All right, I guess we missed the service. No. Well, let's go visit Grandma, huh?
Grandma's dead!
Well, let's go have a good old-fashioned barbecue. That's it. What do you say?
It's a synagogue.
What?
It's a synagogue.
We enjoy our backyard very much. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir? I guess a lot of Americans do. We, anytime we want to, we just go right out that back door right there, And, that's good meat. When that happens, that's good meat. We just come out that back door right there and presto, we're outside. We enjoy it. We really like it. Hey, here we go, son. Hey, this is the old, let's toss the old ball around, okay? You stand right. Give me the doll. Oh, Herbie. Yeah. All right, now this is the old combination of Bradshaw to Swan, except that Swan's color, of course. I mean black.
Herb, did you say colored?
What?
You said colored at first, not black.
Oh, I didn't mean it, no.
What about prejudice, Herb?
I don't have any.
Oh, come on, we all do.
No, not me. I mean, there's this guy, a black guy, Venus Flytraps his name. He works at the radio station. I mean, he and I are just like that. I mean, we even attended one of those NAACP meetings once together.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I think. Might have been some other kind of meeting. I do remember there were a lot of black people there, like an NBA game. just getting there.
This is our pool. You have to blow it out.
Honey, time for lunch. Do you ever turn that camera off? No? Oh, isn't that interesting? Uh-huh. Did you tell them anything?
Yeah.
We next catch up with the Tarleck family that night after dinner.
Fat? You calling me fat?
No, you're not fat.
Lucille,
Let's say you're pleased.
Yes, Phil?
does your family watch a lot of television?
It's all the time.
Oh, honey, that's not so. We do watch a little.
Are you careful what you allow the children to watch?
Yes, indeed, we are.
For instance,
Well, we only allow them to watch wholesome family entertainment.
like what?
Well, The Little House on the Prairie. Now, that's a fine, wholesome show. It's about blind children out west. And every week they have a fire or someone gets an incurable disease. We enjoy it very much.
Thanks, Lillian. I still say he's fat. Was heard muttering.
The next morning,
Well,
Herb took us to work with him.
You guys gave us quite a start yesterday, but I think things have settled back to normal now.
Say, who manages the station?
Continue to play.
Well, there's three of us. There's Arthur Carlson, he's the GM. Andy Travis, he's the PD, and me, I'm the S&M.
Now, Hurricane G is expected to dissipate into
SM, sales manager. That's radio jargon.
Sounds like you just about run the station.
For the 1981 senatorial race. Finally, President-elect Ronald Reagan and his wife Nancy spent the day at the Reagan Ranch.
It's a great country, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
They were joined later by Vice President-to-be George Bush.
We like it.
Locally,
Well, this is it. This is where I work.
Herb Tarleck works here, the Flem building in downtown Cincinnati.
This is the lobby where Jennifer Marlowe works. I don't know what your receptionist looks like back in Hollywood, but I wanted to tell you. Oh, here she is. Hi, Jennifer. This is TV people, national television.
Hello?
You're the receptionist?
Yes, that's right.
Sir. And right over here is Carlson's office. Carlson, the TV people are here.
Good morning, Herb.
Good morning, Arthur. Miss Carlson runs WKRP.
Yes, I manage the station. Welcome to WKRP AM radio.
Excuse me, this is Mr. Carlson? Yeah.
Yes, I manage the station. Welcome to WKRP AM radio.
Well, look, I tell you what, you guys come on, I'll show you the rest of the station, huh? Okay. Come on.
Go with him. Go.
Welcome.
This is the hallway. Queen, all these guys are. This is the DJ booth. You guys, come on in now. Hi, John.
Ron Nagel, the album Bad Rice.
Dr. Johnny Fever here. This is
I'm
good
on
for
the
you.
air. What are you doing?
Oh, hey, Real Families, national television, right here,
This
right?
is radio in Cincinnati being interrupted.
Oh, this is the morning disc jockey, Dr. Johnny Fever, a very popular radio personality in Cincinnati.
One of the most imaginative fetishists I have ever met. Really great. How did the morals judge come out, Herb?
Thanks,
I know it was tight for you.
And according to Herb, one of his closest and dearest friends.
Without your high heels.
Thank you, John.
It's just
Thanks
terrific.
a lot.
Listen, I've got a lady friend who'd like to borrow some of your lingerie.
Thanks a lot, John. He really likes it. Yeah, thanks.
Did the horses pay off?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, thanks, John.
That's great.
Thanks a lot, John. He really,
I
John.
won't need those drugs.
Okay,
Herb.
thanks.
It's really
Y'all
okay.
come on down. Y'all come
But
on
I
down.
appreciate
Everybody
you
at the station seemed to love Herb, and vice versa.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Do you kick back from
he
the
really kind of likes
election
me,
come through for you?
you know.
Andy Travis, program director of WKRP.
Oh, yeah, he's quite a guy. He's quite a guy. I could tell you some stories.
Oh, tell us one.
Andy, Herb tells us that he often picks records and programs the music at WKRP. Wouldn't that be your job?
Herb said that?
Uh-huh.
Well, you know, I go to Herb for advice, as we all do. He's just a good man to talk to. I would say that Herb Tarlick is a hard worker, loyal husband, and all-around fine person.
We're going to stop the tape right there because we want you to remember Mr. Travis's last comment. Herb Tarlack is a hard worker, loyal husband, and all-around fine person. Remember that because something pretty interesting is about to happen.
This is Venus Flytrap, popular nighttime DJ.
We're all just one happy family. I guess I've known Herb, about 2 years. Yeah, 2 years now.
Venus, Herb tells us that you and he attend NAACP meetings together.
Is that true?
Yeah! We hang out down there all the time. The NAACP?
Venus, describe Herb.
Herb is a hard worker, a loyal husband, and a all-around fine person.
There is that exact same description again.
This is Bailey Quarters, a member of the WKRP news staff.
Get a load of this.
Herb Tarlick is a loyal worker. No, he's a loyal husband. He's a loyal husband. He's a loyal...
Les Nessman, news director of WKRP for the past 7 years.
I won this one in 1975 when I broke the big soybean shortage story. Now, over here...
Say, Les.
What?
What's Herb Tarlack like?
Hard worker, loyal husband, all-around fine person. Now, this is the coveted Silver Sow Award. I'm sure your viewers would love to touch it.
Hard worker, loyal husband, fine person.
He's a loyal, all-around...
Station manager Arthur Carlson. Mr. Carlson, describe Herb Tarlick.
That's all. That's a joke. I was just kidding. You can cut that out if you like. Just edit that sucker right on out of there. No, seriously. Herb Tarlick is a hard worker, loyal husband, all-around fine person.
Hard worker, loyal husband, and all-around fine person. All-around fine person. There! I did it!
How about that? Well, you don't have to be Mike Wallace to know what, audience. I mean, what are these people doing?
They're lying!
They're what?
They're lying!
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's obvious to me, Elaine, that Herb's co-workers seem to be covering up for him.
That's right, Bill. And when this happens, we start digging for the real facts. Right after this.
Right.
We pick up our story of the Tarlicks the next day when we went shopping with Lucille.
It was time to start digging a little.
Oh, I pick up the food here in these aisles, and then I pay for it over there. And these carts make it quite easy.
What about prices?
Oh, that's how you know what to pay.
No, I think Elaine meant, are the prices too high these days?
Yes, they are.
Say, Lucille, would you say Herb was a loyal husband?
Why, yes. Why do you ask?
Well, there are some very attractive women where Herb works.
Yes. I think Jennifer had a crush on Herb at one time, but that's all over with now.
Jennifer had a crush on Herb, not the other way around?
Uh-uh.
Doesn't that sound a little hard to believe?
Well, yes, it does. But that's the way it happened. I think my hand is frozen to this box of ice cream.
That must be painful.
Yes, it is.
I what?
Lucille said at one time you had a crush on Herb.
Why, yes. We're all pretty crazy about Herb. But that was a long time ago.
Did anything happen?
No, trust me.
What did you see in Herb?
It was his wardrobe, and he has an artificial leg.
You know? Herb hasn't got time for that sort of thing. He works too hard. We all do.
Kids, is Daddy a hard worker?
Yeah.
How do you know?
But sometimes he works so hard he comes home from lunch and sleeps all day.
He sleeps all day.
That's right.
No, that's impossible. And see, Herb's out making sales calls.
Who are some of Herb's biggest clients?
Well, there's Red Wigglers, the Cadillac of Worms. They sell live bait. And then there's Heinrich Mueller's World of Oriental Exports. Also, Herb comes up with some very fine promotional ideas.
He did the Dancing Ducks promotion.
What's that, Bailey?
Well, it was sort of a tie-in with Hunter's department store. Herb put some ducks in the window. It was a real cute idea.
And the ducks, well, they would do a little dance.
A what?
They would dance. Apparently, Herb taught the ducks to dance, I guess. I don't know any more about that.
This is Vargas Enswiller, head of the Cincinnati Office of the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
Mr. Tarlick had placed some ducks in the window of Hunter's department store as an advertising gimmick with his radio station. At noon, 1, 2, and 3 p.m., the ducks would do a little dance, sort of a jitterbug.
Mr. Tarlick had trained the ducks?
No. The ducks danced on a little stage made of aluminum foil. We discovered that under that, Mr. Tarlick had placed a hot plate. He would turn it up, and the ducks would dance, and he'd turn it off, and the ducks would go on about their business. You know, the interesting thing about this case was that 2 Thanksgivings ago, this man Tarlick and another man named Carlson were cited for throwing live turkeys out of a helicopter to their deaths.
We didn't mean to kill those turkeys. It was an accident.
Well, we thought turkeys could fly.
What about the ducks?
Should we go, lawyer?
And then he took away all her dirt stalls and told me to keep my mouth shut and break my arm.
Now, honey, that's just Daddy's way of playing. Now, look, why don't you 2 go watch TV? Come on now. Come on. You can watch anything you want.
Lucille, Herb, what about your sex life?
Oh, wait a minute. I'd like to stop now. This isn't fun anymore. It's not what I thought it'd be.
I thought you wanted to be on television. We have a contract.
Herb doesn't want to talk to you anymore. He's gone to bed.
Lucille, what's 11 years of marriage mean? I mean, what's it like?
Well, I don't know. We have this house and we have the children.
Has your marriage turned out the way you dreamed it would?
No. No, it hasn't. Has yours?
Lucille, have you ever thought about divorce?
Absolutely not.
Well, how come?
I don't know. Perhaps I'm just not clever enough or smart enough to put it into words, but I know that my Herb loves me.
And why do you love Herb? What's the main reason?
He's got a great body.
Except for the missing leg.
Excuse me?
Herb, weren't you arrested once, some kind of moral thing?
It's a complete lie. I don't even know the names of those girls.
Oh, I thought you had been.
Seriously, Phil, I think I'm having a complete mental collapse under here.
Lucille, does Herb regress like this often?
No, not like this.
You know, I don't think it's fair of you guys to make it sound like I'm hiding things.
You're hiding now.
Yeah, well, yes, I am.
Gone nuts.
Please, not now, sweetheart.
Not now, sweetheart. Not yet.
Come on, Herb. We're just trying to get to the truth.
Truth? You mean what's real?
That's right.
I'll tell you what's real. My life is boring. But you can't show that because this is a TV show. You gotta dig up a lot of dirt so you can get the ratings, so you don't get canceled. Now, that's real.
Obviously, we've hit some kind of...
I may have a couple of problems here. I don't make a lot of money. My son likes dolls. I wish he didn't, but he does. My undershorts are torn. I like to drink beer. Yes, sure. I mistreated a couple of ducks. But Phil, deep down inside, I like ducks. I'm all for them.
Now this is real.
No, this is not real. Nothing on the tube is real. Not even in the news. Now get out of here. Just get out of here and stay out of my home.
Well, Elaine, that's one of the most interesting real families we've ever had.
Phil, I'd have to say that as far as ripping...
My father is a hard worker, loyal husband, and an all-around fine person.
WKRP in Cincinnati will be back after this.
Well, there you have it, another week of Real Family.
And what about the Tarlicks, Phil? Is Herb really still mad at us?
Well, if he was, he isn't anymore. Not after we offered to fly him and the entire family to Hollywood, all expenses paid. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are. Hiya, Herb, pal. Still mad?
No.
Of course not. And I'll tell you why. Because almost anybody will do almost anything to get their picture on television. Right, Herbie?
Right, Bill.
In fact, I'll bet if you were willing to shoot yourself in the foot with a rifle, we could get you on That's Incredible.
Really? How would I go about it?
You see what I mean, right?
That's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Watch us next week on Real Families when we go to New York City. He's a Cuban band leader, and she says she's an average red-headed housewife.
But is she really? We'll find out next week on Real Families. And remember, friends, if it can't stand close scrutiny, then it's no good. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
While in Hollywood, guests of Real Families stay at the Casa de Vida Motor Court, where dining in the Rumba Room is an experience. For everyone at Real Families, this is Seth Kugliak speaking. Good night.
Oh, good morning, Les.
Morning, Bailey.
Where were you Sunday?
Why?
Sunday was Mr. Carlson's church auction.
Well, I know.
It was really embarrassing. Les, Herb, and I were the only employees who showed up.
Well, I was called away suddenly to Dayton.
Oh, come on, Les. Nobody's ever suddenly called away to Dayton.
I was visiting my mother.
Oh, well, that's nice. How is she?
Even smaller, I'm afraid.
Well, I'm sorry.
We had lunch together. It's very disconcerting to have those two little eyes peering up at you from table level.
Well, you didn't really miss much, Les.
I went last year. All they auctioned off was a lot of junk.
Oh, they had one nice thing this year. It was this really amazing painting of a sunlit summer lawn filled with geraniums and wicker furniture, and in the background, two women strolling in the gentle summer breeze. Oh, I loved it.
Did you buy it?
Oh, no. The painting was the last thing auctioned off, and I couldn't afford it, so I chickened out.
Well, I didn't.
Hello, Herb.
You bought the painting.
I did.
You bought it?
Don't rub it in, Bailey.
Les, this is it. This is the painting.
Where were you?
I was out of town.
We had a date, Lester. We were going to the auction to suck up some brownie points with the big guy by buying something together. 50-50. I waited and waited for you until there was nothing left but this painting. I had to buy it.
I was visiting my mother.
How is Shorty?
Watch it, Tarlik.
I'll watch it, Les, when you give me the $50. That's half of what I paid for this oil slick. Now give me the money.
Forget it, Herb.
Would you just leave Les alone? You were supposed to go to the auction because it was a worthy cause.
Don't be naive, Bailey.
Herb won't even give money to Jerry Lewis's kids.
Les, I've told you 1,000 times they're not Jerry's kids, they're everybody's kids.
Well, that's not what Jerry says.
Are you going to give me the money?
No.
Yes.
No.
All right, then. I'm just going to have to punch you out.
You do, and I'll see you in court.
You would do that, wouldn't you?
Uh-huh.
Here, Bailey. Hold this. As a matter of fact, you can have it.
Thank you.
All right, Lester. I'm going to go sit at my desk, and I'm going to stare at you for as long as it takes. Soon, Les, the guilt will be more than you can take. Soon, Les, it'll begin to gnaw at your insides. Soon, Les, you'll feel a sense of fairness which will compel you to do the right thing. And soon, Les, you'll beg me to release you from your guilt and sin.
Oh, I dearly love the sound of a bagpipe. Good morning, Jennifer. How was your weekend?
Okay. It's just so unfortunate I had to be in Spain on Sunday and miss the auction.
Well, thank you for those appliances you donated.
Well, there are just so many washer-dryer sets a girl can own.
Yeah, I bought these little fellas at the auction. You know, this kind of craftsmanship is almost a lost art, Jennifer. So rare to find nowadays.
And it's not immature for a grown man to have toy soldiers. This is a real hobby. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
May I see them?
Oh, absolutely. No, I caught little Arthur trying to shoot their heads off this morning.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, with an automatic pump gun I haven't seen before. Sometimes that boy frightens me, Jennifer.
I'm sure he's just going through a stage, much like Germany did.
Sometimes I fear he's connected to some darker force that could shake the world.
Well, maybe not.
Hey, big guy, 2 questions. 1, why is Jerry Lewis so popular in France? Ha! Just kidding. And 2, how much did the auction take in?
We took in over $10,000.
Ooh, right on to the church. I love it. I bought a very expensive painting.
You? You bought a painting?
That's right, Jenny Pooh.
And do I see a bullfighter emblazoned across a field of black velvet?
Unfortunately, no. It's just one of those oil things. But what the heck? It's for a good cause.
I didn't know you were interested in art, Herb.
There are a lot of things you don't know about me, baby.
I know. And thank you.
Herb, is there something I can do for you? Because I'm about to become very busy here.
I'd just like to say how much I enjoyed the auction. And I'm sure the staff who didn't show up had perfectly good excuses. Except Les, of course, who did a no-show, or as Les just said to me this morning, hey, that's Baldy's auction. I've got better things to do with my Sundays.
Well, I certainly appreciate your support, Herb.
Oh, hey, you know, I'm just glad I was able to open up my heart, my pocketbook to buy a painting, which, in all honesty, I don't like that much, for a church I'm not really a member of, to help find a cure for a disease that, quite frankly, doesn't affect that many people. Well, thank you, and I mean it.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Herb, exactly what is it that you want?
Would you be interested in buying that painting back?
No.
Perfect, I understand. So what if I don't have the money to take the family to Milwaukee? Oh, well, for months now, you know, Lucille has been planning a family trip to Milwaukee to tour the different breweries there. Her brother is an assistant brewmaster. Did I ever mention that? No, probably not. Well, to make a long story short...
Herb, look, will you get out of my office if I buy your painting?
Yes, sir.
Well, exactly how much you want for it?
Well, whatever you feel in your heart is right.
Oh, how about $10?
Oh, gosh. I'll probably need a little more than that. You see, I paid $150 for that painting. Were you there when that painting was auctioned off? Yes, I believe you were. And come to think of it, I got that painting for $100. What am I thinking about?
I'll give you $50 if you get out of my office right now, $20 if you're still here 20 seconds from now, and $10 if we're face to face a minute from now.
I'll be right back before you can say, thanks, Herb Tarlick, for helping my church. What do you mean it's your painting?
Well, you gave it to me. It's mine.
When?
10 minutes ago.
Where?
Right here. You said, here, you can have it.
Bailey. You can have it as just a figure of speech. People say it all the time. It doesn't mean anything. It's like, thanks a million or so's your mother.
It's my painting, Herb. Thanks a million.
I really don't believe you. I just don't believe you, Bailey. You come in here every morning in your freshly pressed outfits and your freshly scrubbed face, and you sit here all day, hardly speaking above a whisper, and then, when a man is vulnerable, shaken, upset, you just reach out and rip from him what is rightfully and fairly his. Oh, Bailey, I'm just so disappointed.
Herb, so's your mother. Oh, Herb.
Oh, hi, Bailey. How's it going?
Oh, stop it.
Well, how would you feel? I was saving that $100 to help take the little lady to Oklahoma City. The Cowboy Hall of Fame is down there, and her brother used to be trail boss. Did I ever mention that? No, probably not.
You found somebody to buy the painting, didn't you?
Oh, Bailey, it's not the money. I don't care about that.
Who?
Mr. Carlson. He loves the darn thing.
How much?
How much?
How much? That's English. How much?
Well, I don't know, about $160.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Were you in there when we talked about it? No, of course you weren't. $160.
I'll give you $200.
200? Oh, gee, Bailey, I don't know.
I'll go to the bank at lunch.
Oh, all right, if it means that much to you.
Oh, it does. I love it. I love this painting. Oh, Herb, thank you. Your mother would be proud of you.
Yeah. She would. God, I have no values.
So the big tall guy says to the doctor, "Are you sure that's your elephant?" And the doctor. The doctor. What?
Come in.
Big guy, bad news. I can't sell you that painting.
Okay. So now the doctor takes a look over at the kangaroo who's seated further down the bar.
Oh, I've heard this one. And he says, if that's your elephant, you buy him a drink. Funny, big guy.
So, Herbie, did you sell the painting to someone else?
Yeah.
Should have kept it.
Why?
Because it was donated by the Van Giesen family, Jughead.
The Van Giesens, oh my.
Who's that?
You've never heard of them?
No, maybe.
Well, Herb, they're a very rich old family. You know, half the paintings at the county museum were donated by them.
I knew that. Would you please have Mrs. Van Giesen call me? Right. Herbert Ruggles, Ruggles, Tarlick III. No, the fourth. Okay? Yeah, it concerns a work of art, you know, like a painting. Right. Now you have my number. Right. No, thank you. And au revoir. That's French. What an idiot.
Herb?
We gotta talk, Bailey.
Here's my money.
Don't want it.
Where's my painting?
Well, I I had to take it back.
Oh, no, you don't. We made a deal.
Bailey, evidently you don't know what the word deal means. You see, a deal is when papers are signed, receipts are given, legal obligations take place.
I think I'll call the police.
What?
That's right.
You would too, wouldn't you?
You're darn right.
I don't care.
Hello?
All right. Painting's yours. I'll just buy it back for $300.
No. I like the painting. You don't. I want it. I want to admire it. I like it. It makes me feel good.
400.
No, you don't understand. Not everything in this world is for sale. Not everything is commerce.
$500.
All right. Deal.
500's too much.
500 is a price and art appreciates.
All right. 500, I'll write you a check.
And I want your receipt from the auction. It's tax deductible. I'll write you another receipt.
You know, Bailey, deep down inside, you're just another shrewd businessman like myself.
Oh, no, I am not. But I know you. You think everything's business and that everything's a deal.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You got poor Les to give you $50, didn't you?
Yes, I did, thank you. I just stared at him through the DJ window till sweat rolled down the back of his neck. And $50 just popped right out of his back pocket.
And at home, you're a real sweet guy with the kids.
I am? Okay. Your 200 and my check for 3.
Okay.
Lester, baby!
Herb, I already gave you $50. Now leave me alone.
I know, and you were right all along, and I was wrong. Here's your 50 back.
I won't take it.
Come on, take it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Why not?
Because it's not fair.
Les, but fair is just a word people use. All right, average.
You shouldn't take the 50, Les. The painting's worth 500 now. Herb owes you half of that.
What's a stroke feel like?
Well, obviously, you found another buyer. Half the sale price must go to Les.
No, I didn't find another buyer, really. I'm not lying this time. I mean, I'm not lying. Now, look, I just want the painting. I tell you what, Les. I'll give you your 50, and I'll write you out a check for 100.
Well...
Don't do it, Les.
Do it, Les. Trust me.
All right, Herb. I hate him, but he's my best friend.
Les, it's so dumb. He has found out that the painting is valuable. This is another one of his little schemes.
Is that true, Herb?
Okay. All right, Les. It is a scheme. But when have you ever known any of my schemes to pan out, huh? I mean, when was it that I never wound up on the short end of a stick?
And the 50?
Herb, do you know anything about a call for Ruggles the Fourth?
Oh, I'll get that, thank you. Hello, Mrs. Ruggles? Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Van Giesen, I'm Ruggles. Right, listen, I purchased a painting which you donated to a church auction. Yes, right. Would you be so kind as to, give me a brief history on that painting? Thank you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Thank you. Au revoir.
Are you okay?
son did it. He paints a painting a day. Because he's in prison for selling Quaaludes.
Looks like the roosters have come home to roost.
That's one way of putting it.
I'm out. Let's see. 100 for the painting. 100 to Les. 300 to Bailey. $500. I'm out $500.
You see where greed got you?
Please, Bailey. No lectures.
Herb, I want to buy the painting back.
You do?
Yes, Herb.
For $500?
No. I'll keep my cash, and I'll just tear up your check.
Bailey, you'll be getting the painting for free.
Really?
That's not fair.
You mean as in state fair?
Oh, Bailey.
Please, Herb, no lectures.
Okay.
You're lucky.
I hope I don't get luckier.
Where is it?
Behind the couch.
That was a very nice thing for Bailey to do. She could have kept your check.
Yes, it was a very nice thing for Bailey to do. Speaking of nice, I believe you have $150 of my money on your desk.
Oh, yes. Herb, I think you ought to learn a lesson from all this. So I'm going to give this to Jerry's kids. His real kids.
Hi, Mr. Carlson. Oh, hi, Les. Say, where were you on Sunday?
Yeah, where were you?
I was in Dayton visiting my mother, Mr. Carlson, something I'm sure that you can appreciate. But I wanted you to know that my thoughts were with you in your very fine auction.
Well, it's very kind of you, Les.
And I would like to endorse this check in the amount of $100 as my small way of letting you know I care.
Oh, thanks, Les.
Now I must say goodbye so that I can go home and prepare my work for tomorrow. Goodbye, Herb.
Now, is that some kind of a guy or what, huh?
You should see somebody about that.
Always drive safely. And never drive if you've been drinking. This is Arthur Carlson speaking. Thank you.
And that was another controversial message from station manager Arthur Carlson here at WKRP. And if you'd like to rebut safe driving, please write in care of this station. And now let's have a little Miss Andy Thing. How you doing, Cora?
Can I talk?
Sure, yeah.
Should I whisper?
No, I got a record playing.
Oh, good.
Sit down.
Thank you.
How about sneaking a little Ella for you tonight, huh?
That'd be nice.
Adela?
Either one.
You got it?
Venus, can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
Are you a high school graduate?
College graduate. Carlisle State Teachers College.
What would you have done if you hadn't finished school?
Oh, I don't know. You sure don't need to be a college graduate to do this job.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Carl? You look a little down tonight.
Yeah, I guess I do. Oh, Venus.
I got trouble at home.
What's wrong, Cora?
My little boy Arnold. He's just 16, and now he's telling me he says he's going to quit school. Just like that. He told me yesterday.
Sorry, Cora.
Venus, I don't work like I do for him to do something like that. I was for 7 years now, saving for his college. And now he's not even going to graduate from high school?
You know how kids are these days. They need time to find themselves.
Find themselves? I can't find it. Nobody can. He's always gone, running the streets with his friends, messing all kinds of stuff.
Well, you tell him if he doesn't shape up, I'll come over to that house and I'll go upside his head.
I wish you would do that.
Yeah, and I would, too.
Yeah, it'd be good for him to talk to somebody like you, a person who's made something of themselves.
Well, you send him up here. I'll talk to him.
Oh, Venus, would you?
Sure.
Well, what time should I tell him?
Time? Go, I don't know. How about 4 o'clock tomorrow?
I'll make sure he's here. And thank you so much, Venus.
No problem.
Well, I guess I better be getting back to work.
Okay.
He's just a big, dumb fool. That's all he is, just a big, dumb fool.
Yeah. How big?
Oh, I don't know. He's about your height.
Kind of skinny like me, huh?
No, He looks like, well, you know, a regular man.
A regular man at 16?
Uh-huh. He's bad, too. Real bad.
How you mean bad? You mean like he's a bad little boy or that cat's bad?
No. You know, bad.
Right.
But watch out, he can be real tricky.
Oh, tricky, huh? Big tricky.
And bad.
Bad. Yeah. Big tricky and bad.
Well, thank you, Venus. Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem. My pleasure. Hey, no problem at all. I can't help. I'm from the streets. I'm used to handling big, bad, tricky men. What time do you have?
Oh, I'm not wearing my watch today.
Oh,
What time do you have?
4:50.
Thank you.
Arnold?
Yeah.
I'm Venus Flytrap.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, Venus.
Hi.
Jennifer.
Jennifer. I've read through these papers just like you asked.
Mr. Carlson, you were supposed to sign them, not read them.
Oh. Okay. Thank you. How's it going, Venus?
Fine, I see. And you?
Oh, it's awfully busy. It never seems to stop.
Yes, sir. Well, I didn't know you were going to bring all your friends down with you.
I didn't know I was going to have to come up here either.
Well, nobody forced you to.
That's right.
You want to have your buddies wait for you downstairs?
I'll be down in about 5 minutes.
Let's go back here.
Okay.
They're signed.
Your name?
Yeah.
Let's see, where can we talk here?
Don't you have your own office?
No, I don't, Arnold. Yes, Arnold, this is Miss Bailey Quarters. Bailey, this is Arnold.
Well, hello, Arnold. Wow, Venus told me all about you. I know that sometimes it may not seem like it's worth the effort, but I think that school pays off in the long run, no matter what you decide to do later on. Of course, I could be wrong. And I probably am.
Thank you, Bailey.
You're welcome, Venus. Well, I just guess I'll gather up my work here and blow out of here so you two can just talk by yourselves.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Let's go over here, all right? You want to sit down?
No, I don't think so.
You're a real tough guy, aren't you? Real bad dude, right?
Well, 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 what have we here? Hi, I'm Les Nessman, Senior News Director. You must be Arnold Isley. I know your mother very well. Welcome to WKRP, and feel free to ask any questions. All this is not as complicated as it looks.
Thank you, Les, but Arnold and I were wondering if we could talk privately.
Certainly, I'll just step into my office and shut my door.
Les, we were hoping we may have to use your office, too.
Oh, certainly. I understand.
What's he on?
Ovaltine.
You know, I just can't help noticing that both you gentlemen are black.
Oh, God.
I've recently taken quite an interest in Negro culture.
Is that right?
Les.
You may not know this, Arnold,
Les.
but most of the few truly original contributions this country has made to society have come from black Americans. Take, for instance, the language. Now, I personally think it's stagnating in England, but here in the U.S. it is vibrant and growing. And why? And why?
Why?
Black input, Arnold, that's why.
Les, look, I was...
Then, of course, we have music. It's not my favorite subject, but it's one I can articulate. If the Beatles are the construct of modern music, and I use that word construct incorrectly, surely they were given birth to by Elvis Presley, a giant for sure, but the product of the black experience. Ergo, and I use that word correctly, blacks created modern music. Scratch an Allman Brother, and you have black. Scratch Billy Joel, and you have Howling Wolf. I could go on, but my mother is in town. Let's just say that every white rock and roll musician working today should take half of his or her paycheck and mail it directly to Chuck Berry. At least that's what I think, and I won't even go into jazz. Arnold, enjoy your visit to the station. Venus, nice visiting with you, too.
Right on,
Did you
Les.
tell them all that?
No.
No, I did. Who is that?
That's Fever. He hates his apartment, so he sleeps around the station.
That's Dr. Fever?
Yeah.
He don't look like his voice.
Yeah.
You don't either.
I don't?
Nah, you sound white to me.
You know, Arnold, I really don't care what you think about me. I'm just trying to help your mother.
Yeah? And how you gonna do that?
You know, I've seen your type before. You're gonna be a big loser, man. Life's gonna run you over like a giant steamroller.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
I tell you what. Here's $100. Won't you go out and buy yourself a new jacket? That's how life's running me over.
Why don't you give that money to your mother?
I tried. I can't. She won't take it.
Do you love your mama?
Yeah, I love my mama.
Well, give me 30 minutes, man. We'll go somewhere else and we'll talk. Just you and me, one-on-one. What do you say?
Okay. Why not? I'm here, ain't I?
Hi, brothers. Cowabunga, Uncle Bob! Here's that $100 bill I lost yesterday. I thought it was gone. I looked all over the place for it. This is strange. Life itself is strange. Donation.
Let's go, Arnold.
See, Mr. Carlson, these editorials of yours, I mean, they're good. I mean, they're darn good. Now, I'm not saying that they're not. And, Miss Bailey, not for a minute.
Not for a minute. I'm not, neither is Annie, Mr. Carlson.
Oh, no, sir. Now, what we are saying is that sometimes your editorials are just a little bit mild.
You can't have a hot item all the time.
I know that, but, sir, since you've been doing this now, you've come out in favor of good roads,
Better education and spring. You came out in favor of spring, Mr. Carroll.
What's wrong with spring? I like spring. Can't I talk about the seasons? I mean, why does everything have to be so negative today?
Well, it's a down time, Mr. Carlson.
Now, just listen to me for just 1 second.
Oh, I'm sorry, and I didn't know. We'll go do it in the storeroom, all right?
Look, I just want to get this over with.
Come on. Where'd you get the $100 bill?
On the streets.
Rolling drunk, selling drugs?
No, man, you got me all wrong.
Yeah, you are a member of a gang, though.
No, it's a social club, you know what I mean? A gentleman's club.
Yeah, you're the president of this gentleman's club.
That's right.
That means you're the strongest and the smartest.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're strong and you're smart. I just want to verify that.
Yeah, I'm strong and I'm smart.
Good. I'm not surprised. So why you want to drop out of school?
It's wasting my time.
Maybe. Main reason is you don't like it, do you?
Yeah, I guess so.
How come?
Because it's wasting my time.
No. You don't like school because you look like a dummy in there.
What are you talking about?
You look like an idiot in class.
A what?
An idiot.
Look out now.
Hey, I'm looking out. I'm looking out. And I see a smart guy who isn't so smart when a teacher asks him a question. It's embarrassing, ain't it?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah, you would? There ain't nobody like to do anything to make him look dumb, and school makes you look dumb.
I run that school, my man.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm not saying you don't, but you don't look good in class, and you don't like it, do you?
You saying I'm dumb?
No. I'm saying you ain't strong.
You want to see just how strong I am, you keep on talking.
Do you know what strong is?
What?
Strong is not caring what anybody think about you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I don't care what anybody thinks, especially you.
What if you start paying attention in class instead of being cool and causing a lot of trouble? How would your friends react to that? Huh? What would your lieutenants think about that?
Doesn't matter, because I ain't going to do it.
But could you do it? Could you be that strong?
Yeah, I could be that strong.
You're a very special man, Arnold.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Too bad you're dumb.
But don't start that again.
You know what's really dumb, Arnold? You think they're trying to make you take something.
They are.
Arnold, those teachers don't care about you that much, man. If you're not buying what they're selling, to hell with you. They're just going to promote you right out of there. Look, man, you believe they're trying to make you take something. I'm telling you, they got something that belongs to you. It's yours. It's your right to have what they got. And if they won't give you an education, man, you got to steal it from them. You got to stand up and say, hey, teacher, I don't understand. Repeat that again. And they get tired of repeating that and then put you in a special class and call it remedial just to embarrass you. You got to tell them you don't give a damn what they call it, that you're too strong to be embarrassed, and you want what's coming to you.
Why do I want it, huh? I mean, what good is an education for a guy like me? And don't have me all that bull about jobs and money either, because the unemployment line's filled with people with education, including college degrees, am I right?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's no guarantee, man.
So what's the point of going back to school?
You want to know what I think, man? I think there are only two things anybody cares about in this world. One, survival. Two, conquest.
What about sex?
That's part of survival. And so is an education, man. You've got to have an education to survive. Now, I'm not going to tell you that because you've heard that 100 times before. I won't bore you with that.
Good.
No, I'm not going to bore you with that because a dude like you's not into survival. No, you're into conquest. You conquer out there in the street and you like that. You get conquered in the classroom and you don't like it, do you?
No.
Have you conquered math, man, or has math conquered you? Who's the toughest dog in that fight, you or math?
Math.
How come?
How come?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, tell me, what do you think it is?
I don't know.
Well, do you pay attention in class?
No.
Well, what is it, man? I'm asking you, Arnold.
Maybe it's because I'm dumb.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. Don't be telling me I'm not dumb. I'm telling you, I'm dumb.
Arnold, you're smart. You're the president of your gang.
It's different.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. In school, they got geometry and English and biology. And I just don't understand a thing about it, man. I just don't get any of it.
Well, what about chemistry?
That's the hardest one.
Did they teach you anything about the atom?
The atom, year after year, and I don't know the first thing about it.
I can give you the basics of the atom in 2 minutes. You'll understand it perfectly and remember it for months.
2 minutes? You crazy, you know that?
If I can teach you about the atom in 2 minutes, will you go back to school and finish out the year? How about it, huh? Come on, you're a betting man. How about it, Arnold?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, sure. You got it.
I got your word?
Yeah, you got my word. In 2 minutes.
We got a deal.
Yeah, we got a deal.
All right, sit down.
Okay.
Okay. There are 3 gangs on the street, right?
Yeah, 3 gangs.
And this right here is the territory. Now, here is the neighborhood. Got that?
Yeah.
And right in the middle of this neighborhood is a gang called the New Boys.
Yeah, the New Boys. Good name.
Okay. Out here on the outside of the neighborhood, on the edge of the neighborhood, is another gang. You know, these are real negative dudes, really negative, right?
Right.
Now, they call themselves the elected ones.
All right, the elected.
You got that? Really negative. They don't like nothing, see?
Right.
Now, they all the time out here circling around the neighborhood, just circling, you know? Checking out the New Boys. Now, the New Boys see this, and they get, they figure there's something wrong here, so they make a deal with another gang. A gang of very happy-go-lucky guys. They call themselves the Pros. The Pros. Now, the Pros are very positive cats. You see, they got all the good-looking women, right?
Yeah.
Right. See, now the Pros and the elected ones, interesting thing, they hate each other. So much so that they keep the same number of members in the gang, just in case you did.
Right.
So if I got 10 elected ones, how many Pros do I have?
10.
All right. Now, how many gangs do I have?
3.
Name them.
The New Boys, the elected ones, and the Pros.
All right. Who's here?
The elected ones.
All right. Now, what are they, negative?
Yeah, negative.
All right. Now, who's positive?
The Pros, and you're running out of time.
All right. Now, you see right here, the Pros and the New Boys, they call their hangout the nucleus. Yeah. Now, see, that's a real tough word. It's Latin. But I kind of think it's Swahili, and it means center.
Yeah? What is it?
It's nucleus. Say it.
Nucleus. Is that really African?
Say it.
Nucleus.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you another Swahili word. It's tron. Yeah, it means dude.
Yeah, Tron, dude.
All these gangs like that name so well that they all decide to use it. For instance, the Pros right here in the middle start calling themselves the Protons. And the New Boys, well, they start calling themselves the Neutrons. And out here on the edge here, the elected ones, they start calling themselves the
The electrons, the protons, and the neutrons.
Yeah. And all this right here, this is the neighborhood. This is block after block of nothing. You understand block after block of nothing, don't you?
Yeah, I know all about that. And your time is up, Professor DJ.
Good. I was finished anyway. Now you go on back to school, man.
School? Man, all I know about is a bunch of damn gangs that live in a round neighborhood.
Arnold, that's the atom. That's it, man. That's it. What's this right here? Huh?
Protons and neutrons.
All right, and they call this the what?
Nucleus.
All right, what are these guys up here?
Electrons.
Are they negative or positive?
Negative.
And how do they move?
Round and round.
And if I got 2 of them, how many protons do I have?
2.
Now, protons negative or positive?
Positive.
All right, and what's all this right here?
Oh, that's the neighborhood.
Which is?
Nothing.
You got it, man. You get an A. You know this stuff backwards and forwards.
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, well, what good is it gonna do me? I mean, I ain't never seen an atom. I can't touch it.
Arnold, you've got to learn to live beyond your fingertips, man. I mean, you got to start believing in things you can't see.
I see what I see.
Is Africa a place?
Yeah.
You ever been there?
No.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
This thing here, man, this thing you call your body, that's what atoms are when they get together in a certain way. It's what everything is. It's what we all are. And you know that 95% of the people in this country don't know what you know about it, and you conquered it in 2 minutes. Now, how does that make you feel?
I guess kind of good.
That's the joy of conquest, the joy of learning. And that's why you should go back to school.
You know, man, you should teach school.
Yeah, well,
You did, didn't you?
No, never did.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I tell you what, I did lie about one thing. Those words being Swahili. No, black kids seem to learn faster when they think it's about their own culture. Just a little white lie, okay?
Okay.
So you're gonna finish out the year?
You won, man.
No, Arnold, you won.
Okay.
And another thing, you're probably not going to find a teacher as good as me again, so when the class starts getting very boring, you pay particular attention and break it down into something you can identify with. Okay?
Sure.
I'll say hello to your mother tonight.
Yeah, me too.
That Adam stuff is terrific, man. I never understood it before, you know. Why didn't you tell me you were back there? Well, I tried, but I was asleep. How long did you teach, man? 3 years, but I couldn't cut it, so I quit. You never told me about that. It's not the kind of thing I'm proud of. Oh, come on. But if you got some time, I'm wide awake. Let me buy you a drink, all right? You got it. All right. Can you teach me about magnets?
WKRP in Cincinnati will be back after this.
All right, my children. It's time for us to get mellow and listen to the mellifluous voice of...
Venus! You did it!
Miss Delarese.
You did it!
Kind of on the air there.
Well, play something for me, baby.
Well, way ahead of you. I got Della on board.
It's not that easy. That's nice. Think it will last, Venus? Think you'll stay in after the year's out?
Oh, I don't know, Cora. The odds are kind of against it.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to be honest.
Sure.
Hey, but look, the odds were against me, and look how I turned out. I mean, I'm so beautiful.
You are, too.
Well, cute, maybe.
No, baby, you're beautiful.
I guess there's no point in arguing with you, is there?
In person for a presidential press conference. An honor, by the way, which has not been granted to many reporters outside of the Washington Press Corps. From Washington, the new Secretary of Agriculture, John Block, who, by the way, is a hog farmer, announced that President Reagan, who, by the way, is a rancher, would be making a farm subsidy announcement as soon as he studies the subsidy study. This is Les Nessman saying, this is Les Nessman. Where's the button? Hey, don't touch it.
Hold the wires, Les. No, don't touch the button.
Has been Les Nessman.
News beacon of the Ohio Valley reporting.
And now, a Les Nessman commentary.
Do you mind?
Cincinnati's award winner offers his perspective on the events that shape our world, our community, and our lives.
America? Who was that lady I saw you with last night? Could it have been the sweet seductress known as the Communist Conspiracy? Was it she who stood under the streetlight luring the farm boys with her broad shoulders? Beware! Think about it. This is Les Nessman.
Not again, Les, please. Hi, Booker T and the MGs.
Les. Hello, Andy.
Les.
Are you going to yell at me?
Of course not, Les. I don't yell. I'm an easygoing guy.
A reputation?
But we're not going to let that stand in our way.
Hi. You guys know where the fire extinguisher is?
That's when he promised me the dream trip to Paris in April. Oh, Paris in spring. That's why I want to surprise him. Would you help me brush up on my French? Sure. I put together a few key phrases that I think I just might need. They're right here. Okay.
Morning, ladies.
Not now, Herb. Okay. Thank you for a lovely evening. Merci beaucoup pour un soir parfait.
That's perfect. Have you forgotten to take your heart pills? Oh, Jennifer.
Avez-vous oublié à prendre votre médecine du cœur?
Good. good. That's good.
Might come in handy.
Please don't spoil this special evening with such suggestions.
Heck, I'm too busy to parley-vous around here anyway.
No, Herb.
What?
Mr. Carlson is having a very private meeting, and he told me not to let just anyone else in.
Who's in there?
Andy Les and Mr. Carlson?
I don't suppose you know what they're talking about.
Well, not exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's not a meeting to bring in some gung-ho guy in sales to sell this station the way...
I probably won't be back till, very, very, very late.
Monsieur Earl, il est très stupide.
Oui.
Does this have to involve me? I mean, right at this moment?
Yes, sir, I'm afraid it does. Now, what has happened, to put this in a nutshell, no offense, Les, is the WKRP will not be represented at the presidential press conference next week.
Oh, fine. Thanks for letting me know.
No.
Sir, the Secret Service has refused our newsman because they say he poses some possible threat.
Threat? To who?
They're afraid of a little honest journalism. They know me for the hard-hitting, bare-knuckle kind of guy I am.
I'm sorry about this, Les. I mean, I really am. Maybe we could send you someplace else for a week or two. Say a farm community with a fast-breaking livestock scandal.
Mr. Carlson, it's no longer a question of, just getting Les out of town for a few days.
Fast-breaking livestock scandal?
Les has a right to find out why he's been turned down by the Secret Service. You know, it might be a mistake.
They're afraid of me. Afraid of my mind.
And on the other hand, it might not be a mistake. But the point of it is, Les, we should go down to the federal building and we should get to the bottom of this thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, and I think a show of support from his employer would be very helpful, sir.
I mean, really, really good thinking, Travis. I mean, nobody's going to push one of our reporters around, at least not without a fight. Well, you just go on and take the rest of the afternoon if it's necessary. And if you have to call in the big artillery, you know where to find me.
As I was saying, in the words of Hal Holbrook, when he was playing the part of Mark Twain, let's go.
I have my passport, my ticket, and my own money, so don't threaten me.
You're doing the right thing, Mr. Carlson. You're going to thank yourself when this is all over with.
It's possible, I guess.
We'll get a coach. We'll be right back.
You're not going to wear jeans, are you?
Jennifer, I'm going to be away from the office for a while.
Uh-huh.
Sorry about all the secrecy in there. We just didn't want to embarrass Les before it was necessary.
Uh-huh.
That's the thinking, anyway.
Uh-huh.
Not mine, of course.
Of course. Sure.
Dungarees are for the farm.
Fine. That's okay. Let's go.
Andy, the insurance company called. They need an estimate on the damage caused by the fire.
What fire?
Excuse me, sir. Looking for the branch office of the Secret Service.
Just a minute.
Eddie, is this it or not?
Just a minute. Oh.
Now, can I help you?
Building directory said that this is the room, but then it says Treasurer Department Director. You are,
Special Agent Berwick?
Tell me, sir, are you familiar with our station?
Is it here in town?
Yes, it is. Look, now, Mr. Berwick.
Special Agent Berwick?
Right. Thank you, sir. Special Agent Berwick, the office, the Washington office said you might be able to help us here.
D.C.?
Yes, sir. We want to find out why our newsman's credentials were held up for President Reagan's press conference this next week.
You people are afraid of me.
Uh-huh. Les Nessman here is no threat to anyone. We stand by him, we vouch for him. Mr. Carlson?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly how we feel, and by golly, thank you for your time.
No, we're not doing that. We would kind of like to get to the bottom of this.
Sure you would. It's a serious matter. A lot of people think we get a little carried away in our security measures, but... Nessman? AKA the news beacon of the Ohio Valley.
Ooh.
Well, here it is.
Here, what is?
It's your radical affiliations, Mr. Nessman.
What radical affiliations?
Well, I am a member of the Hoedown Square Dancing Club.
No. No, I'm talking about your father.
Daddy?
Twice accused of selling government secrets.
My father ran a laundromat in Dayton, Ohio.
Well, according to this information, he was also a barber at the Pentagon for a time.
Which Pentagon?
As well as a proven card-carrying communist.
Communist? Well, obviously you have the wrong news beacon.
Right. And it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime.
We're not doing too good, are we, Andy?
Les, there's nothing funny about this.
I know. And I don't want to hear any more bogus information about Daddy. Excuse me.
Oh, no, wait, no, Les.
I have to get back to work, Andy. After which, Special Agent Berwick, I'll be writing a rather fiery letter to my congressman.
Wait a minute, Les. How about see about Les? I'll see you back at the station. Les!
Andy, wait a minute. Good gravy. I hope you can back up your accusations, Mr. Burkhouse.
It's Berwick.
It is inconceivable to me that Les Nessman's father was a communist.
Was? Is.
Well, now, you see, now that proves that this thing is full of mistakes because his father died 3 years ago. I went to the funeral. Every laundromat manager in Dayton was at that thing.
No, that was his stepfather. I'm talking about his real father.
Frankly, I don't know what you're talking about, mister, but I can tell you this. That kid is no more a radical communist threat than I am.
Your name is Trev?
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Andy Trev?
Bonjour, WKRP. Monsieur Carlson, il n'est pas ici, il visite ses parents en Amérique. Alors?
Taking blame for it.
Well, I'm not either.
Well, I'm not going to pay for it.
Well, I'm not going to pay for it either.
You said you were an electrical engineer.
No, I said I dated an electrical.
Jennifer, do you know that man almost single-handedly destroyed the control booth and he won't even check the wraps? Yes.
Je ne parle pas anglais.
See, I'm not going to pay for it.
I told you not to solder the relay wire.
Jennifer, Les and Andy get back here yet?
Oui.
Tell them I want to see him in my office then right away. No, on second thought, just tell Les. No, just call them both, will you? Tell them to get in here.
Les, you can't continue to go off half-cocked like this. Now, Mr. Carlson, he's still pretty shook up. Now, I told him we have a legal recourse in this matter.
Andy, will you please leave my office? I knew I was right in the very beginning. Now, you shouldn't be in here. This is a private matter.
Leave? Me? Well, I attend all the meetings.
Les, you're pretty close to your mother, aren't you?
Yes, of course. Everybody should be.
Yeah, I know that. That, though, is not what I was trying to say.
What is it, Mr. Carlson?
Les, have you ever talked to your mother about your dad?
Yes, of course, Mr. Carlson. Mother has told me on numerous occasions how Daddy was planning to build an empire on the 25-cent unlimited dry.
No, Les. It's not exactly what would you sit down, please? I talked to Secret Agent Burhouse after you left, and there's no way to tell you this, Les, except straight out. Les, your father, he's alive.
Well, he's buried.
I'm not talking about Lester Nessman Sr. I've seen all the papers. I've seen the birth certificate, the hearing transcripts, the IRS reports.
I don't think I want to hear any more of this.
Listen, your father's real name is Harvey Morehouse. He's communist, or was. He divorced your mother just about the time you were born. Now, the Secret Service assumes that you know all of this because he's your radical affiliation. And that's only because his barber shop's over in Kentucky, a couple of hours away.
Why didn't she tell me?
I don't know.
Mother hates divorce. She hates it, just like she hates communism. She always told me that communists are unreliable.
Call her, Les. Go on. Call your mother right now and ask her.
Will you stay with me while I think about it?
Sure.
Please stop pouting. It's depressing.
I'm not pouting. And it wasn't you who was kicked out of his office so they could have their private meeting.
Oh, dear. Andy. You are thought of as an easygoing guy with a natural ability to lead. People seem to want to do what you tell them to do.
Get everything straightened out in there?
Well, yeah. I guess so. It's, Les is on the phone. You know how these things go.
Not firsthand.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm not going to get rich off you, am I? There's not too much to cut there. You here for a haircut or a seance?
Haircut, I guess.
Huh. That's good. You came to the right place. Sit down.
Just a trim.
Sure glad you didn't order a flat top.
You're Harvey Morehouse, aren't you?
Ah, you heard of my sense of humor, huh? Glad to meet you, Mr.
Nessman. Les Nessman.
Tell you the truth, you're only the 8th customer I've had all day. Men don't want to get haircuts anymore. They just want to get styled, curled.
Does the name mean anything to you?
Whose?
Nessman.
No. Why, should it? You somebody important?
What are your feelings about politics?
Politics? You sure like to jump around your conversation, don't you? Yeah, that's okay. Nessman. Wait a minute. Wasn't there a Nessman with the Reds back in the mid-50s?
The Reds?
Yeah. Second base. Was shortstop. Hey, is that your father?
I went to the ball games with my father.
Oh. Well, it wasn't him in the infield, huh?
Wasn't really my father. He was my stepfather.
Oh.
I thought of him as my father, and I still do.
Good for you. Would you relax a minute here? You're screwed up tighter than a pig's tail.
Pig's tail? You're just baiting me, aren't you?
What?
Do you have any children that you know of?
That's a funny joke. Pretty old, but it's funny.
Do you have any children?
No, not really. Oh, I have a boy, but I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him or his mother since he was 1 month old. I bet he's a good-looking kid.
How do you know?
Because I'm his father. You don't laugh at anything, do you? Why?
I meant, how do you know you haven't seen him? He could have come in here for a haircut.
Ah, no. He doesn't live around here. He lives in Dayton. Besides, I'd know. It'd take me a while to recognize him, but I'd know.
I'm from Dayton.
No kidding. Hey, maybe you know him.
Moved to Cincinnati.
You came all the way from Cincy for a Harvey Morehouse haircut? Hey, wow.
Mr. Morehouse, why don't you find your son?
No, he's better off wherever he is. I know that.
Mr. Morehouse.
Look, call me Pops. Everyone does.
Pops. It's funny that's your nickname because...
Wait a minute, let me tell you something. When I gave up my son years ago, I did it to save the boy a lot of trouble. Without getting into it, I didn't want any of the things they claimed that I was doing to be put on him. It'd be terrible to start life ashamed of your own father. Terrible. You know?
Yes, I do.
Well, any time that I think about finding him now, just to kind of say hello, you know? Well, I just have to remind myself that I couldn't do the one good thing I did for the boy. No, that's it. Come on, $3. See, you're slipping back into your trance again. It's 3 out of 5.
Keep it.
Ooh. You can come back anytime.
Thank you, Mr. Morehouse. Pops. Will. I'll be back.
That's good. Good. Strange kid. Good looking boy. No sense of humor at all, though.
WKRP in Cincinnati will be back after this.
René, vous êtes un petit bourgeois.
Oh, that's beautiful. What does it mean?
Well, loosely, René, in my eyes, you are less than a sniveling worm.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, we don't seem to agree on who fouled it up, but I think we know who fixed it.
Well, I helped.
Yeah.
Ready?
Of course.
Hi, Les. Hello, Mr. Carlson. Les, how'd it go?
Fine.
Oh, gee, good. Real good. Guess I'm just a little curious. You know, I've even fantasized that my mother wasn't really my mother. Because that wasn't too bad.
Wait about 10 seconds and turn it on.